The first piece of gear I would like to show you is the Gregory Rambler 60. It's a 62-liter backpack. It has an accessory pocket, of course the top pocket, one to the front, and one to the sleeping bag. I got this on clearance probably 3 years ago, but I've really enjoyed it. For shelters, I've been doing a lot of hammock camping recently. I got this tarp about a month ago. It's kind of a middle ground between the really cheap blue tarps and the more expensive tarp shelters. I've got the ridgeline and the guy lines ready to go. I use the Eno double nest hammock, the slap straps, and the bug net. The closest thing I have to a backpacking tent is a Walmart brand tent that's probably 15 years old, and it's seen better days. A lot of time we'll just use my buddy's tent. It's a Kelty Salida 2. I recently upgraded my sleeping system. I got the Mountain Hardware Ultra Lamina 32. It's just over 2 pounds, rated to 32 degrees. Really compact, nearly the same size as my pillow. In the summertime, I use the Stain Sports 50-degree bag. It's pretty lightweight. The pillow, I need to get a stuff sack for this, but it's a pretty comfortable pillow. It's just enough. Just pulls out of there. Gotta fluff it out. For a lot of people, this is where the weight can really add up. I like to use a Camelback in my backpack. This one is a 3-liter, but I don't always fill it up to the top. Got the good old Nalgene bottle. This is a liter. And you got a stainless steel Nalgene bottle. I love this, but it's kind of on the heavy side. And I always carry purification tablets if I'm going to be camping around water. For cooking, I like to use the Optimus Terra Weekender. If it's just a simple overnighter, I'll probably just eat a dehydrated meal for dinner, but I'll use this to boil the water. This is the lid, but the handle flips out to be a little mug if you want it to be. The stove has its own little bag right there, and the pot itself is in here. Now I like this because it has the coils on the bottom, just like a jet boil. It's got its own flip out handles here. This will go up on top. Now the stove is just a really lightweight, kind of cheap canister stove. Nothing special about it, but it works. Legs flip out. This is the knob to turn it on and off. And this will screw on top of the canister. One thing I like to try sometimes, instead of using the Optimus Terra Weekender, I'll use the Nalgene bottle to boil my water. Now I can't do that with the lid on there, but this little rope easily slips off. And then I'll just put this balanced on top with my water. For dehydrated meals, I like both the Mountain House and the Backpacker's Pantry. They're both pretty awesome. I always bring tons of snacks, probably too much, while backpacking. Cliff Bars are my favorite. Peanut butter crackers, granola bars, rice cakes, pretty much anything. Since we're getting close to the fall, I love to have hot chocolates. I always take a couple different kinds with it. Got the original hot chocolate, and French vanilla is pretty good too. Now for mugs, this is a stainless steel mug, but this one's handy because it fits pretty snug onto the bottom of a Nalgene bottle. This is probably the one I take most of the time. It's a Stanley insulated mug. I love this one. This blue bag is my fire bag. Everything I need to make a fire. Now in here, some stuff is double bagged just to make sure it doesn't get wet. I have tons and tons of matches. Here's the matchbox to light them on. Carry a lighter as well, you never know. Waterproof matches. And this is pretty handy, easy fire. You put this on top, you light the bag on fire, and then it runs down and burns the wood. I only use this if it's kind of really wet, rainy conditions. Yes! On camera. I think this is something that is always overlooked. A first aid kit. Now most of the time I'm the one that carries the big first aid kit for the group. So that's why there's tons in here. Got some gauze pads, some adhesive gauze pads, tons of band-aids, cough drops, a little really handy little pamphlet that tells what to do in any situation. Got a pill bag, Benadryl, got some Advil, pain reliever, anti-diarrhea. Carry my toilet paper in here, just 3 little rolls. Got a Velcro ace bandage, snake bite kit, tiny little cold ice pack, some wet wipes, and just the alcohol pads. There's one vital piece that I'm not sure what I would do without it. Bug spray. Clothing is extremely important. I won't get into too much detail because it varies by the season. But I put most of my clothes in this green bag. They'll pretty much all fit in there. I can stuff them pretty good. Do you guys know what this is? It's actually a rain jacket. It's a Columbia Glennaker rain jacket. Fits into its own little self pocket, kind of similar to the, hammock. But in there you have a full rain jacket. I love this rain jacket. I haven't had any issues with it. Now, a red bandana has many uses. It can keep the sweat out of your eyes, but also can double as a tourniquet if you need it. Next is my outdoor research hat. I don't have the most hair up top, so this is pretty nice to keep me from getting sunburnt. With my footwear, I like to take a natural kind of barefoot approach. I have some Vibram 5-finger shoes. They look pretty weird, I'll admit, but they are comfortable. It does feel like you're barefoot, but they do offer some protection for your feet. Next are some Z2 Chacos. Everybody knows about these all-around greatness, especially for water crossings. And my favorite are the Morel trail gloves. Now I run in these a lot, but they're still great on the trail. Once again, barefoot, hardly any structure to them. Now all this might take some getting used to, but it's very comfortable. I'm sure that I'm leaving something out, but these are the little things that I always take while backpacking. A waterproof deck of cards, CRKT, I keep this on my side most of the time. And this one I keep in my bag. It's the EvoGrip S18 made by Winger. It's got a can opener, scissors. It's a Swiss Army knife, so it has tons of uses. The pencil headlamp, did a video on this not too long ago too. A map and compass. I feel like most people don't take this, but when you're getting really out there on the trail, you never know what might happen. This bag right here has some 550 cord in it. I used to keep it tied to the daisy chain on the backpack. That's the little loops on the outside. But it went all over the place, so now it's in the bag, I know where it's at. And a microfiber towel. If you have to walk through a creek or just get super sweaty or you spill something, this is very handy to have.